Hello everyone and welcome to round 3 of Tier 2 of FCDR Racing League. So we're around Imola. Alex, if you want to take them through the track map.
Alright, muckers. Right, so round 2. Not a lot of people here, and I am absolutely disgusted about that. But we can only improve from here, I guess. Right. Anyway, Imola today. Let's see who's gonna win. Then, right. So down the main straight, pretty long, main overtaking zone. Into turn 1. The first chicane is 1 and 2, very fast. There's big high curbs, don't want to go on them, otherwise you are in big trouble. Flat turn 4, can really catch you out if you're just a bit too on the curb, but just don't get on the curb. Turn 5 and turn 6, you want to go on the curb on exit, not into the gravel though, it's very close. Then into the hairpin, that is turn 7, also can trick your ears. Past turn 8, fast flat out. Turn 9, only down the gear, it's not that slow corner, pretty fast speed, into flat out turn 10, 11, and tricky to turn it to turn 12, and turn 13 to the probably more trickiest corner. If you get that right though, you are absolutely on for a flyer. Into the chicane, that is turn 14 and 15, then down the last back straight to turn 16, flat out, round the 2, probably my favourite corners on the track. Turn 17 and turn 18, 90-degree corners, medium speed, nice to round out the lap. Turn 19, flat out, then across the line. Should be hitting around 16s, 17s, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll just go through the standings quickly. There are your constructors, Aston Martin, leading the charge, Red Bull close in behind, as well as Alpha Tauri in P3. So thank you for the gifted sub already. Then,
Seth.
a legend.
Oh, I love you, Seth. What a guy, man.
Then quickly go through the drivers. Generator, 2 points ahead of Shao in P2. Addy Busy, Kev the Slice, Atom, and Brodo completing the top 6. And I think Quali is going to get underway. Thank you again, Seth.
That is not great. Janator is absolutely smashing it as I have disconnected.
Thank you, Seth, again.
Who do you think is going to grab pole? Put it in chat.
Yeah, I think it'll be a shootout between Generator and Shao. There's Alex back in. And Quali has
yet
begun.
again, little hiccup.
Seth thinks Henry will get the pole position. But Henry has been banned from the league, so unfortunately not. Continuous disruption. As all the drivers starting to come out. I think that is Generator out first, and it is. I think Generator will grab pole position today. What about you, Alex?
Let's see. Just say Steph Martin, what a legend, kicking off the stream, gifted sub.
I think Alex disconnected again.
Oh, do you know what? I hate this. Right, am I back now?
I think you're back. Are you back? No, he's gone again. Yeah, thanks, Seth. We appreciate it. Generator then on his outlap. It's going to be crucial to not invalidate in this section. It'll be very tricky as he lines up for his first lap, going around the final couple corners. Generator, let's see what you can do on your banker. Enjoy your cuppa. then into turn 1. Brakes nicely. Clips the curb. Flat out around that section. Very nice. Tricky to judge where to brake in that corner. It just keeps it nice and tight to the curb, going round there. Maximises the track. Exit. Up into 7th then. Down a couple gears in 6th. Nice left-hander. Tricky downhill and fast elevation change. Now into the chicane. Going to be crucial. Make sure he doesn't invalidate. Rides that curb nicely. Uses all the track and exits pretty neat and tidy from Generator. Yeah, nicely on that curb. Takes as much hit as possible without unsettling the car. Now, I want to take the short line, keep as close to the barrier as possible, and he does so nicely. Generator 116.5. Brodo in P2 behind, as we will catch the Mercedes Chris W, just completing his lap. 118.3. Capricorn invalidated his lap, and Rebel Chazza off the track will watch Addy Busy then in the AlphaTauri. I think he might have. I think he's on his out lap. So he's Atom. We'll go back to Addy Busy then. Yeah, we'll just be trying to get Alex back in as soon as possible, so you don't have to listen to me rambling on. Addy Busy then starting his lap. DRS open. Takes a bit too much curve, I think goes in the gravel there. That'll affect his lap time. We lost a bit of time there. The graphs of it on entry to the left-hander there, but I think should be an okay lap time for Addy Busy. Obviously poor attendance, so he should be able to get top 10 pretty easily. Bit too much of that curve unsettles the car. Decent exit there for Addy Busy up to the line. 118.0.
Right.
Is he back?
Am I back yet?
You're back.
I think I'm back. I'm here on my personal hotspot. And yeah, I've missed out on what's happening.
Generator's on provisional pole is what's happening. Ooh,
Right.
Runs a little bit wide there.
So hopefully I can just stay in now, because this is a disgrace. But Atom then.
Going with Chazza.
I think they're on that. Rebel Chaz dog.
Look at that Mercedes moving that way. It's very dangerous. We're not
It's pretty dangerous indeed. But through turn 1, turn 2 probably did ruin a bit of his entry, but got it through well. Let's see where Rebel Chazza can stick that car. Williams kind of need a boost, caught in P7 in the championship, but this is only round 3, so let's not get bogged down. But Chazza needs to bring home the bacon here at Williams, and it's looking a clean lap so far to maybe put it in the top 5, and he's overstepped his mark by a country mile, and that is an invalidated track limit.
Oh, I think
Oh,
he puts
there's
a
a
wall
oh.
on entry to the base. There we go,
That was-
Brodo. Just starting his new lap. Seth, thank you for
Brodo.
it. We need to change the bit animation actually, it's the standard one. What do you want it to be? Seth, seeing as though you put the most bits in, let us know what you want the bit animation to be. Choose any F1 related video. F1 related, Seth. So you can get up to
It's actually 7-7 in the gifted subs.
7 all.
7 all.
Can Seth overtake Duras? Ooh, one's a bit wide there, does Brodo, but manages to keep it within the white line. As Icky Robbo sets a 1:16.1, takes Shanator off provisional pole.
That's nice for Mickey Robbo, who got a podium in Tier 1 in Zandvoort, so that's something to rave about. On debut as well. That meme of Alonso where it looks like he's very sad, staring at a screen. Yeah, I do know what you mean actually.
Rebel Chazza,
Rebel Chazza.
1:17.
Yet again on that. Oh, never mind. Just finish one.
Generator's started one if he's want to take us through his.
Genator, top of the championship by 2 points to Xiao, and Icky Robbo is going to look to put some dent in that too, but at the moment clears there out for Genator as Icky Robbo is currently on 10 points, so if Icky Robbo does get a win today, you never know how close it could get at the top, going nearer to the end of the championship. Xiao is actually in the lobby now, so we'll see if Xiao can stick it up there as well. Icky Robbo, Genator, Xiao. That's going to be interesting to see that battle. Brodo's looking pretty good at the moment in P3, but Genator is on a decent lap here. Now doing a pretty sound job. And they're probably the trickiest cars to get right, especially with track limits. Might be getting a cheeky little tow from the car ahead on this next straight if he's lucky enough. As it seems like he will do. That's nice for Genator. Gonna pull him down using that slipstream. Now rounds out the final 2 main corners. Then it's just flat out from here, but Genator looking to tidy that. Can Genator stick it on a provisional pole? Got a handy slipstream down the back straight, across the line. Ooh, not quite, but improves by 4 tenths nearly as Seth Martin gifts another sub because he is the GOAT. Seth Martin, I love you to bits. What a guy, man.
Number 1. Thank you very much, Seth.
Seth, what a guy. Oh, what a guy. That's... How many subs is that now? That's a lot of subs for us.
8 from Seth, 7 from Duras. We're on a total of 18. That 8 from Seth
18.
and 7 from Duras is gifted subs, so thank you very much to Seth and Duras. Seth taking the number 1 spot, but we've got 18 total, so thank you very much.
What a guy, Seth Martin, what a goat. Atom. Then up 4,000th in the first sector, gonna have to improve a lot more than that in the second to get Epic Toast and have a challenge at Brodo and L. Big Brodo doing well in the Alpine today. Shame his teammate couldn't make it, but yeah, as Atom doesn't improve, his actually drop time in sector 2. Altogether then for Atom in sector 3. The current lap record for qualifying in real life is a 13.6. We are not getting close to that because that was with the old era cars, of course. But Atom then Can Atom disrupt the top 4 battles across the line? P4. Didn't improve by much.
So
As then
close.
Chris W is up by 5/10 in the first sector. That is good enough to challenge the top 7, so we're going to have to improve more in the second and the third sector to get and try and make an attempt to get in the top 5. 1.3 seconds needed, but can Chris W do it, and especially to beat his teammate?
Yeah, I think the first sector's crucial. That's where you're going to gain all the lap time. Sector 3, just mainly straight line. As you see here, going down this back straight, just completely flat out. Sector 1's where you're going to gain it all. See what Chris W can do.
But there we go then, round out the final 2 corners. Chris W looking like a certain improvement and maybe a challenge to at least a 6th place. Cross the line doesn't improve enough to get even Addy busy. He's probably lost a bit of time in sector 3, that's unlucky for Chris W. But at the moment, Icky Robbo is topping our timing sheets by 19/100th of a second. That is very, very close. Brodo are now behind by 9/10. There's a big gap there, and Shao is still yet to go on a lap. Same with Coppercoin, so we'll see if Shao can get out of the pit lane soon to try and cause a challenge. But now all eyes on Coppercoin then on his lap in the Aston Martin. See where he can match his teammate and try and get it in the top 5. That'll be nice for Aston Martin. Seth Martin will be over the moon if that happens, so we'll see if Coppercoin can make Seth Martin our top gifter and overall GOAT. Make him pleased, make him happy with his cup of tea. Here we go, in sector 1. Turns in pretty nicely on curb on exit. Probably could have pushed a bit more. Barely any ERS, I've got to say, so that's a bit of a worry for Coppercoin. Wonder if he just didn't turn it off on the outlap and just forgot. But now I'm really going to suffer for that. On the back straight, luckily you don't have to probably use that much ERS around here anyway. But rounds out the main track limits areas. Oh, has overstepped his mark, yeah, easily over the curb, he can't be doing that. I'm unlucky for Coppercoin.
Chazza invalidated again. Let's see if he can line up and not invalidate on his next lap. It's going to be probably his final lap that he can get in. So his car ahead, going out of the pits, doesn't get in the way. Moves out of the way nicely. There's Charles on his outlap. Chazza's down.
Shao went in again for 1 lap. As Chazza is got a purple sector 1. That's nice for Chazza. Let's see how much Chazza can improve in sector 2. But that's, I think, about 10th and a half improvement for Rebel Chazza. Can he really cause a stir in the top 5 battle? But Chazza is looking good.
One and only lap for Shao. Will he be able to get pole position?
As I'm slightly lagging there, but Shao, main place to improve here, and sector 2 of course. Sector 3 is just mainly conserving that lap time, maybe improving the final 2 corners. But Shao in sector 1 is a 24.6, it is a purple first sector. Shao is going to really cause a challenge for the front 2 here. Can Shao get provisional pole here to in Imola round 3? Shao really needs to win here to take the lead of the championship yet again. We'll see if Shao can get it back, but at the moment this Red Bull is looking pretty quick. Now, round probably the main track limits corners, as I've said multiple times, can really catch people out who've seen it, as that's a purple sector 2 going into chicane. Nice on exit, flat out, of course. Right, conserve this now. No big mistakes in these final 2 corners that can really catch you out on the exit. We'll see on entry. Lovely, onto the curb and turns in. Probably downshift once, then back flat out again, and Shao. Can Shao stick it on pole? Oh,
Generator up on his time then. Looking like it's going to be a provisional pole if Ikirobo can't improve, and I think that's him going slowly. So I think Generator.
So he's out lap.
Oh, he's on his out lap. Generator.
I don't know, I can't tell.
Purple sector 2.
Here we go then, come on Generator. This is it to conserve your championship lead. This could really benefit in the race. Now, the final 2 corners, Generator, all you have to do now is get it round here with the gains and smash it across line, and you could be our pole sitter here in round 3. And the cross line Generator does go, and it is pole position, a 15.8. That's a lovely lap time for Generator, and surely that is going to be a pole position today if Ikirobo cannot improve. But we will now watch for Ikirobo, see if he can improve. These are the only contenders now for pole position today. I don't think Charles is going to be on another lap, and Brodo is too far behind surely to benefit, but these 2 cars ahead. Hopefully he doesn't get blocked on his lap, and he is down in sector 1, 1200th down in fact. Sector 2, he's got to bring it all now, bring it all home. Ikirobo has got to gain about 3 tenths on Generator to get pole position back again, but can the Haas really get us back now, or is Generator just done a fantastic lap time just to keep him out? But ooh, that's a bit of a well, lucky on the rear there, but we'll see if he can improve in sector 2. As no, he's a tenth, nearly 2 tenths down on his time, always his own stats mark, and that is track limits. There's nothing more he could do. He made that mistake, and he couldn't benefit from there. So surely Generator is our pole sitter today.
I think he is. With no one else on a lap, Generator gets pole position for round 3.
Our championship leader is going to be over the moon with that. Seth Martin and chat is going to be also over the moon with that. If you're Seth, I'm sure you're buzzing right now.
Nice work from Generator. So that's a 1:15.873.
Simply lovely from Generator there.
Do you know what the tier 1 pole time was?
As I will take a look now.
1:15.376 from Xfox. Five cents
It's
off
a nice
tier
lap
1
from
pole.
Generator.
Yeah. As I think, is that Rebel Chaz that gets a 5-place group penalty? Oh no, Addy Busy, sorry. Addy Busy with a 5-place grid penalty.
Oh, that's not good for Addy Busy. Currently 3rd in the championship. Gonna be starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah, nice work from Generator. Congratulations on pole position.
Yes, Generator in chat. Nice work, mate. Very well earned, top of the championship, and go on, good luck in the race as well. Go smash it. I'm sure many team principals in Tier 1 are looking at Generator in Tier 2 and probably very impressed with what he has done, not only in Tier 2 but Tier 1 also. So we'll see what he can do in this race to impress them even more. Currently, pole sitter yet again. 2-time pole sitter, in fact, I'm pretty sure. Once in round 2, and here today, Shao got it in round 1, of course.
Yep, best of luck to all the drivers. As we hope for a clean start, as always. Formation lap underway.
Yep, as the green flags are waving, and we are underway for the 3rd formation lap of the season. Who's going to come out on top?
I think Generator is very consistent. Ikirobo, I think, will also be on the podium. And, you know, I think Atom will be on the third and final position on the podium. Generator, Ikirobo and Atom is my prediction. What about you?
Atom's a good shout. I think maybe Shao did only get one qualifying lap in, so we really don't know what his true pace is like. Janae also, I think, had 3 in the end. So yeah, all to gain for Shao then. But I think, yeah, Janae will win today. And I've got no doubt about that. Ikirobo, I think, is certain for that second place. And that is crucial for his championship as well, to try and get up there in the top 3. And I'm going to say third place, maybe Epic Toast, Shao. We'll have to see what Addy Busy can do too from the back of the grid. But yeah, don't count anyone out because this is going to be close for the final podium place.
Yeah, I'll quickly look, as that reminds me to go onto the tyres. Brodo, the only driver on the hards. Atom got disqualified from the formation lap, which means he probably won't get away well with those cold tyres. Everyone else on the mediums.
Now it's interesting, Brodo on hards, because that is normally the best strategy, especially if there's no safety cars. It's quite rare we have a safety car in SDR, but maybe Brodo has chosen the right call here, and maybe just to try and get that P3. But overall, I think Brodo can really get P3 here today.
Oh, got a spinner there at the back. Trying to get every bit of heat in his tyres.
Let's go then. I'm absolutely ready for this. Here we go then. As the lights start to go out now. 5 red lights. And it's lights out. So away we go here in Imola. Ikirobo gets a fantastic start. As we know, second place has actually got a really good grid spot and probably a bit of an advantage going to turn 1. Can Janator still take the lead? Go down the inside. Maybe not. Is Ikirobo got the outside line? Yes, he has. Lovely move from Ikirobo. Lovely start overall. Epic toast. Past Brodo and L on the mediums. And with Brodo on the hard, he is going to suffer for these first couple of laps as Shao is trying to get past 2. He's been spun. He's not been spun. He has gone really wide onto the gravel and he's got overtaken by Chris W as well. Chris W also with a great start too. But bit of a hectic start on that one. And we'll see how this one pans out. But at the moment, it's looking like a great start for Ikirobo. We'll see how it can keep this up. At the moment though, Chris W up 3 positions from the start and into P5. We'll see what Brodo can do in the long run on those hard compound. But losing 4 positions from the start, been pushed out wide out of the second chicane on this lap onto the gravel. But unlucky start for Brodo and L. But Ikirobo has taken the lead. Generator is also still very close behind 2 tenths. He's now the gap going into the final 2 corners. Is Generator going to want to take this back as soon as he possibly can? We'll see here what exit and what the gap is going on to the straights. But at the moment, Ikirobo has got away fantastically.
Yeah, nice, clean lap 1. No real incidents or spins. We saw a couple of cars going off into the gravel, but managed to get there. Get the car back on the track as Addy Busy gets back pillars. As Atom, as I say that, Atom runs into the back of pillars and the Mercedes is now last.
Ooh, that's a bit of a hectic one there. At the back, big fight for the final points position with Coppercoin just hanging on at the moment from Atom. And with Atom having a shocking start, down 5 positions, so Atom is really going to have to push on now on those mediums. But at the moment, yeah, Ikirobo is looking pretty safe at the moment. Epic toast. Look, that's got some fantastic pace as well. 4 tenths behind Janator. Shao is lurking behind Epic toast as well. 6 tenths is closing out very quickly.
Yeah, nice start from the front 5, front 6 actually, and front 7. As Brodo and L just tagging along. Going to want to keep within that 1 second gap for when DRS is enabled, but Rebel Chazit is very close to the back of Chris W.
Hi Altrex, welcome. To Tier 2 stream. It's been a hectic start so far. First 3 laps have been pretty hectic, but Iki Robbo is hanging on fantastically. And Janator just can't get close enough at the moment. It's 7 tenths, it's actually been gapped slightly more per sector. But we will see how this one pans out. Epic Toast is starting to lose ground on Janator with Shao still in the same 6-7 tenths to Epic Toast. When DRS comes enable, if Epic Toast does drop out of Janator's DRS, he might be in trouble from Shao behind, but Janator is also looking like he's struggling to get within 1 second of Vicky Robbo. We'll see at the end of this lap who does benefit from that extra.
Now Senna nearly pulled the switch back there on Atom.
Couple of kilometres.
As we watched into turn 1, we saw Brodo and L get past Jazza. Nice move from him. Senna wanting to make it P9 from P10. Very close to the back.
Senna might have a bit of race pace at the moment, and we've seen Atom before, a very pacey driver. Can Senna show something else here? Another breed from Senna in the Ferrari, and we'll see how this one pans out on the straight. But yeah, just slightly gaps and DRS train effects will come in to play. I think Janator is actually out. Oh, he's just got it on that lap, and Epic Toast must have made a mistake in the final sector and has lost quite some margin in the final sector there to lose out on DRS, and Shao is closing up behind 4 tenths of the gap now, and he's going to want to get past as soon as he can. Oh, it's going very tight into chicane on exit, with Pixlarks in the Mercedes gets 3-second time penalty, but Shao is very close to the back of Epito's 4 tenths. It was at one moment 2 tenths of a second, but we'll see how this one pans out. But Shao needs to get past as soon as he can if he wants a chance of getting closer to Janator and Iki Robbo and really a chance for the race win. But at the moment, Brodo and L is still struggling so much on those hards. We'll see how he can do in the second stint, but Shao is still improving on his sector times and setting personal best lap times, but had a bad exit there, and that is going to cost him maybe on getting that position. We'll go back to Rebel Chazza.
Yeah, had a nice exit out of that chicane and managed to close the gap to about 2 tenths. Now extends to 4 tenths, but I think he's going to be able to make the move on the main straight with DRS. He's gaining. Is it going to be enough for a move into turn 1? I just think Chris W hit the wall a bit there. That'll lose him some momentum.
Yeah, that was very late.
This is back late. Up at the final podium position.
This is a massive 4-wide battle there, but Shao gets past Epic Toast, and that was needed. But at the moment at the back, Atom, Andy Busy, Rebel Chazza and Brodo just hanging on behind. It's a massive 4-way battle with Chris W involved too. This is going crazy. Rebel Chazza side by side with Andy Busy going around the hairpin. Rebel Chazza gets it done, but Andy Busy ain't going to come back at him. Now the car's ahead, Atom closing down on Chris W. This is for 5th place. And as Atom has spun round, he's gone on the curb. That is very brave, and he's overstepped his mark, and he has hit the wall. I wonder if he's got any damage, as that might cost his strategy.
Wide
where he goes
the curb.
Back of the grid.
Addy Busy gets up into P6 before the chicane.
This is a big hectic battle for 5th place, 6th place, 7th place, and 8th place too. With Senna wanting to join in too at the back, just closing in. As Janator is getting a lot closer to Iki Robbo in the last few laps, gaining probably about a 10th, 2 tenths per lap. So we'll see if Janator can be close enough on the next lap to make a move.
Rebel Chazza closing in on Addy Busy. Is it going to be a move into turn 1? I think it might be.
Oh, it's down the inside maybe. Oh, he's hit the rear. Oh, is that? Oh, they've crashed in the exit of turn 2. This is a mad battle for the final points, for the final scraps. But at the moment, Coppercoin and Pixlarks are just picking up the pieces. But yeah, it's another incident between Rebel Chaza and another driver. Unlucky, he's just getting caught in everything at the moment. Now Senna is very close to the back of Brodo too. Janata is also 4 tenths behind Iki Robbo, and that is the battle for the lead, of course. They will see if he's close enough on the straight and get a good enough exit out of the final 2 corners. But at the moment, the gap is 5 tenths and it is closing. As we know, Janata loves a bit of straight line speed. We've seen it in Tier 1 around Zandvoort, and will we see it here today? Now going on to straight, the gap is a lot closer. It was 7 tenths on the last lap, now it's 5. And we'll see if this can really be a striking point, but at the moment, he's actually losing time on the straights. Maybe it isn't one of his masterclass setups. But yeah, yet again, Genatus is going to stay behind for another lap. We'll see if he can get close enough. I think his main gain is in sector 2, but Epic Toast is closing up to the back of Shao, going side by side, going to turn 2, and we're seeing that is a very tight place, so taking Epic Toast does spin, as that is main side by side. I think that might be just a racing incident there, as that is very, very tight going turn 2. I wonder if that will get reported, and maybe it was a racing incident, maybe it was at fault. But Epic Toast, podium position he was looking for, been lurking behind Shao for the last few laps, and now he's getting overtaken nearly by his teammate down in P7. Oh, that's unlucky for the Ferraris.
Yeah, Atom closing in on the back of Coppercoin. I think it could be a move into the chicane if he gets a good enough exit from these next couple corners, as the gap from P1 to P2 is down to 3.5 tenths. Atom, don't think gets a great exit. So watch the battle.
It's just the exit out of the second to last corner where he just gets enough and gains about a tenth. In the final corner, he doesn't really gain anything, and that's where he loses it slightly, but gains it all back on the run up to the DRS zone, and that means Janata just can't get close enough to strike a move and really put him under pressure. But if Iki Robbo does make any mistakes, you're sure that Janata will just catch him and get past with ease. But at the moment, Epic Toast is going side by side with Brodo now. Brodo now just keeps that position nice, turning from Brodo now on Epic Toast. Epic Toast is going to want to get that position back as soon as he can. Yeah, Atom and Coppercoin. Coppercoin still getting close to the back of Atom. Well, I think Atom did get past in the end. Coppercoin's going to stay as close to as easy as he possibly can to try and stay in DRS and try and drag himself along, but he's losing. Yeah, again, Janata about 4 tenths to the gap when it comes to the final 2 corners. We'll see. It's just this corner here where we'll see Iki Robbo gain. There we go, 5, nearly 6 tenths on the exit. He might gain slightly, but it's here. He loses about a tenth on the run up to the DRS, and there you go, 6 tenths. That is not going to close enough to make a move. It's pretty much been the same every single lap now, pretty much setting the exact lap times every lap as each other. But Janata is going to need to get a lot close enough on the upcoming laps to retake the lead. But as Shao, I don't think really has a chance of the win, only if these two crash. But Shao is going to look just to keep that P3 at the moment, 9 seconds behind after that incident with Epic Toast. But speaking of Epic Toast, he's rapid down the straight, absolutely rapid. Still not close enough to make a move on Brodo, going to have to gain a bit more throughout the final corners. But yeah, he is proper mega quick on the straights, and it's really affecting him, as you can see in sector 1, just turning that car. And it's just really struggling traction on exit to Brodo. And he's going to, it's just Brodo, a bit of desync there, and Epic Toast is looking to get through now. Around the corner, yeah, he does get through. Desync strikes again here in the EA servers, but Brodo is now being overtaken due to that issue, and now Epic Toast is through. But can Brodo maintain the gap to try and get through with DRS on the straight? Seen Epic Toast with his massive straight line speed. See if Brodo can do anything about it.
Janata's deploying on this lap. I just think there's more lag from the server, but it's going to be moved for P1. Janata on Iki Robbo gets it done into turn 1. Fantastic move.
Lovely move from Janata, got close enough started to deploy that little bit still. That's only 50% ERS. Ikirobo has drained the battery and he's realised that generator and swooped past. A lovely move from generator, back into the lead. Lovely. Aston Martin are going to be buzzing about that. Let's see if Coppercorn can also get some points. Cutting P10 and picking up our final point position. Can Coppercorn gain from there? But at the moment, P1, P10 for Aston Martin, and Generator has retook the lead. Lovely from Generator and going to want to gain and probably just try and deploy. So we have a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's Addy Busy yet again spinning once more. Unlucky it's not the weekend Addy Busy would wanted, but as this Pixlarks is in the pit lane.
Yeah, Epic Toast went a little bit wide there. And that's allowed Brodo and L get ever so much closer. Is it going to move out of the chicane, or I think he's going to wait until the main straight? Goes a little bit deep in there. That's allowed Epic Toast to pull away a little bit. Generator sets the fastest like 119.4. Just shows how much he's pushing to try and break the DRS from Ikirobo.
Yeah, he might have been conserving in the last few laps, that's why he hasn't been really having enough pace to get through. But yeah, the gap is now 8-9 tenths, and now over.
Brodo and L is going to go for it.
Oh, side by side going centre. Oh, it's going to get close on the exit, but no, Brodo doesn't get the move done. Maybe on the run to chicane. It's not enough. It's caused a challenge.
Generators broke the DRS from Ikirobo.
Yeah, that's crucial for Generator, and just needs to start gaining from here then. In the right place to do so.
We move into the chicane.
Ooh, very close. It's going to be safe to go through there. Very, very tight, of course. To go side by side. Ooh, there's a bit of a collision there. But Atom will have the better exit and easily gone out of the inside line. Going into the final two corners. As I think it's back passed by the apex, and yeah, that's a lovely move from Atom to get past Senna. And that is some good points on the board. 4 points for that. And we'll see if Atom can gain from here.
2.2 seconds is now the gap. I think Ikirobo must have made an error. Well, the gap to be that large. We'll go back to the gap to the battle between Senna and Atom. Senna with a 6-second time penalty. Alright, gain as much as he can on Atom.
Yeah, especially the car behind that is Coppercorn as well. Just nearly getting out of 6 seconds, another 5/10 needed just to clear it. But at the moment, looking good for Atom to get some good points on the board. We'll see if Atom can gain on Chazza ahead. So Senna gets another 3-second time penalty, and that's going to really make him struggle to clear Coppercorn. Maybe Pixlarks as well, if he can get all the time he's got back. He has pitted, of course. As everyone's just started settling this race now. No real battles going on. I think it is starting to be the pit window. Well, we'll see who does pit. So Senna is now into the pits. On lap 13 for the hard compound tyres. We've got to remember that Brodo is also on the hards, and he will go onto the mediums. Can Brodo cause a challenge at the moment? Oof. It's going to be 9 seconds, nearly 10 seconds behind Shaw. I don't think that's really going to happen. We'll see if we can get at least gain to Epic Toast, especially on the medium stint. We'll see how that one happen. That pans out. Shaw gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
That might be crucial. But at the moment it's 5.4 seconds clear. so might be okay if it stays like this, of course.
Oh, Andy Busy spins after the Mercedes makes a mistake and is out of the session. Could this be a safety car?
So he's on track.
I think it's too late now for it to be one. Yeah, I don't think it will be. But Addy Busy out of the session.
If there was a safety car then, bloody, that would have been close. Brodo now would have been brought back into battle there, going on to the mediums. But no, green flag running in all sectors now. So get back underway. Chazza has gained on Brodo and Atom. He's close to Chazza. Yeah, easily goes round as the commentator's curse is back again. Chazza has just went on to gravel, see how easy that can be, and now Atom head down and try to get Brodo. Onwards and upwards for Atom. Maybe a top 5 position if keeps up the pace like this. Yeah, Jonated into the pit lane, so is Ikiwabo. No wheel event strategy, maybe Ikiwabo should have stayed out another lap. But no, decides to pit on the main pit window when it is open. Both going on to the hards, of course, and nice pit stop from Jonator. Same with Ikiwabo, about the same distance. Of course, as Shao, for the first time this race, takes the lead after not pitting, as yeah, a lot of drivers will be pitting this lap. Again, the real one who won't be pitting is Brodo, of course, currently in P4 with those pit stops. But oh, that's very poor. First few corners for Ikiwabo, and he's getting attacked by Brodo behind. This could really cause us to stay in the lead, but Brodo chooses just to stay behind. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. Not really battling Ikiwabo, but yeah, Ikiwabo seems to be struggling on the warm-up on those hards, and Brodo might be looking to pounce as well. If Brodo can stay in DRS, it might actually protect him from Atom behind as well, but Atom is looking very, very close. He's just going to struggle if Brodo does get that DRS in the end of this lap. But getting the power down, Atom looks quick. Maybe going to chicane. Nah, not going to be close enough. Senna gets another 3-second time penalty. I think that's now nearly 12 seconds worth of penalties. You know, he's going to really struggle to stay in the points if he carries on like this. But at the moment, Atom very, very close to the back of Brodo. But Brodo will grab DRS and nick it from Ikiwabo as Shao's in the pits. That will mean Jonator will take the lead again of this race, and we'll see what that gap is to Ikiwabo. Ikiwabo seemed to have struggled on this outlap, but no, 1.5 seconds. He's maybe got back up to speed again.
Seth, thank you for the bit again, as I thought Atom were going to spin then. Yeah, Seth, thank you for the bit. As it's just Brodo and Atom to make their pit stops.
As there's just been a redeemed commentator's curse. So, Ikiwabo, yeah, he's been a fantastic driver all race long. He's been so consistent at the moment. He got the lead on lap 1. He nearly got pole in the race as well, got P2 in the end. In the race in qualifying, took the lead from the start, and he's been just phenomenal this race. Unlucky not to grab the lead at the moment. He's probably going to gain on Jonator and probably going to win this race, is Ikiwabo. And I'm really hoping he does win this race, Ikiwabo. There you go, I'll try my best. We'll see if that one works.
We'll see in the coming lap.
There's Atom. We'll see if it, yeah, we'll see if it works. But Atom is into the pit lane. It's a crucial pit stop for Atom actually, and we'll see how this one pans out. Let's see where Atom comes out. As there goes Shao. We'll see if Chris W and Epic Toast will get past 2. It's going to be close on exit.
It will.
Maybe it won't.
Yeah, I think we'll
He'll
get
come
past
out
easy.
probably just behind.
There he is.
And maybe having a little battle with Chazza behind. He's just coming down straight now. Yeah, clears Chazza. But with a tyre warm up, will Chazza be able just to close up behind 2.5 seconds? Atom is going to have to get up to speed quickly. Guide the raid is where. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, so you can choose whichever channel that we raid, so all of the viewers that are on our channel can go to a different channel. You can select whichever channel you want that to be. But obviously, not that many viewers today, but we appreciate everyone that is watching. I don't think Atom will be able to catch up to Epic Toast on the hard compound tyres as of now. Epic Toast half a second behind Chris W. He's gaining.
Yeah. Epic Toast is absolutely rapid on the straights, and look at him go, absolutely flying by now. Easy move, he's got it miles before the corner. But yeah, phenomenal.
Nice work from Epic Toast. We've seen his straight line speed in the opening laps, and we see it yet again on Chris W. Thank you, Seth, for the bit again.
As Seth Martin strikes again, what a guy, man. But Chris W is, yeah, he's suffering with Epic Toast pace at the moment. He's looking quick.
Generator. Been quite a calm race since he's got past Icky Robbo. He's made his pit stop. There's been no real threat. You see there, Icky Robbo 1.7 seconds behind as Brodo finally makes his pit stop but gets a 5-second penalty while doing so for speeding the pit lane.
Oh no, that's going to affect him on the mediums. Yeah, that's a shame for Brodo. We'll see what his second stint's like. This is the big stint for Brodo. He's got to really push as hard as he can now. Where's he going to come out though? That is the all important question. Is Epic Toast going to get past?
Yeah, I think he'll come out between
yeah,
the AlphaTauri. I know he gets out ahead of the AlphaTauri.
Oh, that's going to be close with tyre warm up. Needs to get him up to temperature as soon as he possibly can. And we'll see if he can do that. And keep Atom behind because Atom has the pace. And of course, we've seen him pushing on the last few laps. So we'll see if he can do anything about it. But yeah, I think he's got his tyres up to temperature now. Started to gain on Atom on those mediums.
Yeah, it doesn't take long around here for your tyres to get up to temperature. Brunel starting to pull away now. As you say, I think they are now into up to temperature. Thanks to the chicane.
As Icky Robbo started to gain slightly on Janator, about a tenth, half a tenth a lap. Every little helps, Asda. But
For that Tesco.
is that Asda? It might be yeah, that's definitely Tesco. Sorry, I got it wrong. I got it wrong, lads. What's Asda then? Save money, live better.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, as I said, Atom has just dropped back from Brodo. Brodo really starts to push on these mediums. Yeah, Atom won't be close enough to get a move done surely into turn one. And it's a really big stint for Brodo this now. He's started to gain on Chris W, and we'll still some fans out of course. But Brodo, with that 5-second time penalty as well, has really got to push on and just try and gain on at least on Chris W to maybe get 5th position, down 3 positions in the race. Started P3, got really swarmed on lap 1 on those hards and really struggled. He got pushed wide into the second chicane. Icky Robbo is catching Janator at the moment. If you just keep watching that gap, keep checking it in the top left corner, you'll notice it is coming down by some margin. It's been 3 tenths since the last lap. Icky Robbo is nearly in DRS, but at the moment, all eyes on Brodo now. He's cleared Atom at the moment. He's very, very close to the back of Chris W. 4 tenths is the gap. He's going to get DRS. He made a slight mistake into chicane. But yeah, still very close to the back of Chris W. Around the final 2 corners. 3 tenths is the gap. 2 tenths is falling. He might nearly get it done on the exit. Atom gets 3 second time. That's going to help Brodo a lot more. Only 2 seconds needed. If he doesn't get a time penalty, of course. But past he goes. Nice move. He was so close on the exit on the final corner. Brodo into P5. Yeah, very much deserved, on the right strategy as well. Now he just needs to push on and try and get epic toast as well.
Yeah, nice work from Brodo on those medium compound tyres. Chris W goes a little bit wide, that'll invite Atom in to make the move. He goes deep in that corner as well. Little tap there. Atom is going to have the run into the next corner. Going to go round the outside. Nice shot there. Oh, as he turns in a bit early and Atom spins round Chris W.
Oh, that's close. We've seen him move there a couple of times. It's just not worked out on both occasions. With Atom spinning the first time. Now Chris W. But yeah, that was very tight. Side by side action. These cars are massive, so you've really got to watch out and be cautious of your surroundings. And yeah, yet again we've seen another incident between 2 drivers overtaking around there. But Iki Robbo, set 1.1 now is the gap. Has deployed everything at the moment, but Generator's saved it about 45% overtake, and he's going to deploy that obviously tactically. Just to keep ahead. But Generator, all to lose now for Generator. Just needs to stay calm and keep that position.
Yeah, Brodo continuing his charge, looking to get epic toast in P4.
Yeah, he's looking very, very quick at the moment. He's gained about a second, 2 seconds. Just on the last 2 laps alone, he's been a rapid second stint. As like I said, this strategy is normally the best strategy it has to be. You see it in Tier 1 all the time. When there's no safety cars, this works like a charm. And at the moment, no safety cars, and it is working like a charm. At the moment, he's been on a charge, P7 to P5. He did start P3, but after that first incident, drops him back quite some margin. But now, this is a chance to get P4 in this race. 10 seconds to show, I doubt he'll get that. But with the pace he's got, you never know.
Yeah, is there going to
now on the exit.
On the straight.
3 tenths is the gap now. DRS wide open. He's going to be surely close enough going into turn 1 and maybe by the corner. But we've seen Epic Toast with a rapid straight line speed, only gaining some margin. Oh, this won't be close enough going into the corner. Epic Toast has just so much straight line speed. It is ridiculous. And maybe on exit, Brodo and L, maybe into chicane, deploying tactically down the inside, going into chicane. Oh, this is a tricky place to overtake, as I think Epic Toast does just back out just for his own purpose, as that is probably a great move to do from Epic Toast, just to make sure it doesn't collide and just keep that position. Epic Toast knows his battle isn't probably with Brodo, as he is on the mediums, so probably a tactical move from Epic Toast. And Brodo is now into P4, only 1 position behind where it started, and after that chaos on the first few laps, I think he'll be pretty pleased with how this has panned out on his second stint. Already gained 1.2 seconds on Epic Toast, and let's see if he does gain on Xiao. But at the moment, it's looking lovely strategy from Brodo and L. But we'll keep an eye on how close he gets to Xiao by the end, as Epic Toast gets a free second time penalty as well. So that's going to make it a lot easier for Brodo to clear him as well. Only 2 seconds needed yet again. Whereas, oh, never mind, Brodo has 8 seconds.
Got that speed in the pit lane, then must have got a 3 second time penalty for corner cut in, so gonna have to get that 5 second gap to Epic Toast if he wants to secure P4. I think that's the maximum he's going to get in this race if nothing major happens. But Iki Robbo, I was going to say he's back in the DRS, but I think he made a mistake. He's now lost about 7-8 tenths.
Commentator's curse, there you go. Whoever give commentator's curse, Google Earth guy.
Give the slice.
There you go. Kept the slice, well done. You got your commentator's curse, lost a second there.
Gennator, like I say, it's been quite a calm race.
Yeah, it was tough at one point, just keeping up to Ikiora, but then he deployed, and then he was absolutely gone. He legged it away from Ikirobo and got past with ease. Now in the second stint, Ikirobo is making a few mistakes. A bit of commentator's cursing there, and lost all the time he had gained, and now Gennator is just going to push on and just try and keep it this gap and keep him safe in the lead, and this might be another Gennator dominance. But Ikirobo, I think he will be happy with P2 in the end anyway. And maybe, you never know, if any mistakes are made from Gennator, Ikirobo might saunter past with ease. But yeah, lovely race from Gennator, lovely drive, consistency, yet again. But at the moment, we'll look back at Brodo as he has gained 2.3 seconds to the car behind, and is gaining about half a second lap on Xiao, I'm pretty sure, maybe a second, I'm not sure. We'll see how that pans out, but at the moment he's looking good for that P4 position. If he gains 5 seconds, and he looks like he's going to gain it by the end of the race.
Yeah, Gennator is going to get DRS from that lapped car, so that will just pull Ikirobo further and further away.
As Ikirobo is also, I think he did start deploying on that lap as well, so that's going to just take it away slightly as well.
But Ikirobo didn't get DRS from that lap car.
Yeah, it's a shame for Ikirobo.
2 times lost there.
That's going to annoy him.
As there's no real battles going on now. I think Atom's just got in the DRS range of Epic Toast, and he has.
As I think Ikirobo's starting to push on a bit now. He's gained about 10th in Sector 1. But Atom is all eyes on him now in Turn 1. As you see, Epic Toast with a massive straight line speed. You're going to have to get it like Brodo did. But with this battle, it's going to take Brodo away, as Ikirobo gets a 3-second time penalty, and that really could cost him if he does get back in DRS and does take the lead. So yeah, I think that really just does certify Gennator's position. He's not really going to have to push on as much as he did. Just relax from Gennator for the final 6 laps. But yeah, that's a big mistake from Ikirobo, as we did see him pushing, and that he's now actually losing time going around the final few corners. But yeah, again, as Atom, yeah, I knew that would come in for his end time, but he definitely did overstep his mark. But maybe is he close enough to go into the chicane? He's going to go for it.
Epic Toast
down the inside.
Just left that space open.
Epic Toast will get
collision.
He's going to get DRS on the straight, but maybe he is too far away. We've seen his mega straight line speed, but we'll see how he can gain in the exit of these final 2 corners to try and get the position back. But 6 tenths, 7 tenths now. I think he's lost just a little bit too much time. Yeah, that's really going to affect him. But with that battle in, Brodo has gained 5 seconds. That might be crucial for his position. And we'll see if we can gain it back. But Atom is always a spinner. As I think
Atom
that's Chris
swings as well.
W. As always a safety car. As Atom has left session. Is it a full course?
It is.
I think it is.
Brings everyone closer. I think there'll be a couple laps of racing to go. So don't go anywhere.
Ikirobo coming to the pit. Should Gennator pit here? Yeah, I think Gennator should pit. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's got 30
the
seconds.
shower is 25 seconds. Yeah, if Ikirobo did pit, then Gennator stayed out, then it would have been in trouble. But yeah, it's fine. Gennator's coming to the pits. Yeah, I would have done as well. As he will still be in the lead. As Shower's probably going to pit as well. There might be just a big enough gap to pit. Does he pit?
He has pit.
Yeah, he's into the pit lane.
We saw it in Zandvoort. A nice couple lap battle with fresh softs. As who is going to stay out? I think most are coming in. Atom.
Yeah, Brodo's going to serve his
left.
5 second as well. That's going to be good for him.
Atom's going to be the
Yeah,
lead
Atom's
car,
still.
having disconnected. Oh no, sorry, it's going to be P3. Seth, thank you for a bit. It's going to be some exciting racing, exciting last couple of laps here. Depending how long the safety car stays out, I think it'll be one more lap. Unless everyone can catch up.
I think that was a good decision. I think that was a good decision from Brodo to pit. With that 5 seconds, it probably would have dropped him back some positions anyway. So he might as well risk it going to the softs and try and get some moves done on equal penalties. The only real person without penalties is Copper Coin, so yeah, he's going to really have to just push on. Get his head down now, get some moves done on those softs. But yeah, Seth, thanks for the bits. For the bit.
Cheers, Seth. Again. We need a cheers, Seth, can't we, in the stream. Icky Robbo.
I think the safety car coming out on the next lap.
Yeah, I think Icky Robbo is just going to push as much as he can to get that 3 seconds on Generator. Could have been a max lose situation if
Generator just
didn't have the 3-second penalty.
Yeah, Generator. They're both on equal tyres, so yeah, I think Generator's just going to have a safe and sound. A better restart should be his anyway. Obviously with a lead car, they always end up getting the better restart with the better times on it, obviously. But Generator just needs to get a decent restart, try and get him out of second, even if he's not just high tenths, 9, 8, 9 tenths, just to make sure he don't get past. Even if he does get past, not much to worry about. It's only 2 laps. Stay in 3 seconds, you've still won the race. But the main worry is probably Prodo. To get past a few drivers, it's going to be tough. But Atom at the moment is in P3. Maybe you are right, and he might get the podium in the end. But Shao is behind on those softs, and he's within 3 seconds, and he has got an extra 3 second time pit as well. Atom, so he's going to have to. Something is going to have to happen behind us. Senna is on 24 seconds worth of penalties. Is that all 3 seconds, or is that, I don't know how he's got that.
I think one was speeding, but still 24. But yeah.
Still 19 seconds, that's mad.
Prediction correct right now? It might be.
It is right now, but Shao's on softs and Atom has an extra 3 second time penalty, so I don't think it is, but we'll see.
Well,
you never know.
Stop the count.
Stop the count.
Stop the count.
Okay. Yeah, mains ones to watch is Shao, Icky, Robbo, Genator, Chris W, Epic Toast, and as I said, Brodo needs to get some moves done. But here we go then. 3 laps of racing now. Genator. All Genator needs to do is just push. Get a good restart.
He's gone already, I think. Yep, he's gone.
Yeah, that wasn't actually a great getaway at all, as Icky Robbo is within 2 seconds now, but Atom has got a fantastic restart. It's going in. Oh, that is a huge crash behind Genator, and that allows Shao into P2. Oh, that is unfortunate for Icky Robbo, and that puts him to the back of the grid. Rebel Chazza is now into P3 after all that. Brodo is into P4 after a mad restart here in Imola. Coppercoin is into P5 as well. What an unbelievable restart that was. But Genator takes the lead of these and should win this easily. Chazza in P3. Brodo is in P4. This has been a mad restart. Now Brodo, can he actually get on the podium today? On the softs, he needs to really push now. Let's see if he can get Chazza by the end of this race. Coppercoin, wow, in P5. And with the guards ahead having 3 seconds, just really needs to get as much as he can. But Genator is in the lead of the race, and with no 3 second time penalty, is looking like a certain winner here today. And Coppercoin might be getting top 4 position here if he just doesn't lose any time. But 2 laps to go with the cars ahead on fresh softs. Yeah, you're gonna wonder how quick that is gonna fall.
Epic Toast, the straight line speed, again, absolutely soars past Senna. Is it going to be a double move? Again, into turn 1 on Coin. I don't think it is, as Atom goes into the bits and retires from the session.
Yeah, I don't know why he's done that, because he still could have got a point, but yeah, well, I guess. And Brodo, like I said, is caught up to the back of Rebel Chaz. This is for the final spot on the podium. 6 tenths is now the gap on softs versus old hards. Chazza, probably the right call to stay out actually. He was suffering down in P7, P8. Now he's in P3 battling for the final points position. Oh, unlucky. W, 12 points a season after that fantastic finish in Britain, Silverstone, and he's only going to get 2 today max. I mean, at least. But we'll see what happens from there with him. Brodo is close to the back of Chazza. I don't think he'll be close enough to make a move, especially with the softs different, as DRS is now re-enabled on this. And it is the final lap, so it's not really making things. So Brodo is going to have to get the move done somewhere within this lap. 5 tenths is the gap at the moment. Can Chazza keep this position? Is Brodo going to go for it into chicane? Not close enough. 3 tenths is still the gap. He's going to have to close up quickly and get past probably into the final 2 corners. That is the only real place I can imagine him overtaking. But yeah, he's losing time. Just staying behind for the moment, and he can't do anything about it. We're out of another lap with DRS, so yeah, Brodo might have just lost this to Chazza. Still Brodo P4, that's still a great position. Coin, if he just keeps it within 3 seconds on Epic Toast, still gonna get P5 today. That's a phenomenal result for Epic Toast. I mean, Coin. But Janata, yet again, dominance returns, 2 wins in a row. It's been phenomenal for Aston Martin across the line. Janata wins here in Imola, round 3. Shao across the line in P2. Chazza does get P3, but he has an extra 3 time, and that promotes Brodo into P3. Coin is into P4 after the penalties applied. Phenomenal result for Aston Martin. Yeah, wow, phenomenal. As the commentator's curse did work on Nicky Robbo, ended up in P7 today. Epic Toast in P4, but Seth Martin is going to be over the moon. P1 and P4, phenomenal for Aston Martin. Amazing points to keep him easily at the top of the championship, and just going to gain even more. But what a phenomenal race, phenomenal drama at the end there, and commentator's curse on Nicky Robbo did work. 1st and 4th position for Aston Martin. What a result for the team. Seth Martin gives us 100 bits this time. Thank you very much, Seth Martin. You are brilliant, and I'm sure you are absolutely buzzing right now. Team principal of Aston Martin, P1 and P4 for both British drivers. And yeah, it's been a fantastic day for Aston Martin. No penalties for them guys, and look where they are.
Yeah, Senna got disqualified on the final corner. So that ripped him away of some decent points for Ferrari. But yeah, Seth, thank you for the 100 bits, and thank you for the bits throughout the stream as well, as there are your race results.
Big thanks for the gifted subs as well today. Seth, you are amazing. What a guy. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal race for you.
Right, we'll be doing some interviews. So, I think we've got a couple people waiting, and we have. as we'll get into the virtual showroom and we'll bring in the Aston Martin winner of the race and the Aston Martin team principal, Seth Martin and Janata.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, what a race for Aston Martin, P1 and P4, but top of the championship for both. Generator, you've won again, 2 rounds in a row. Just give us your thoughts on that hectic race.
Yeah, I mean, at the start, Iki Robbo just was able to jump me. He just had a better start. I think I got on the power a little bit too much, and I just had to go off a little bit, which lost me some time, and then one just caught me out. But yeah, I was just saving ERS up, and then I was able to get back Iki Robbo, which was what I wanted to do by the time I pitted. I wanted to be ahead of him, which was what I achieved, obviously. So yeah, after we went onto the hards, I think at the start of the stint, I had just a little bit more pace than Nicky Robbo, and then like midway through the stint, he was like starting to catch up and almost gone to DRS. And yeah, the safety car, I got really worried there because I built like a 2.3 second gap, so I was pretty comfortable from there. And then yeah, the safety car, I got worried that Eki Robbo was gonna attack me really hard into turn 1, but yeah, he had that incident with Atom, which pretty much just gave me clearer. And yeah, Shao was pretty quick on the first lap, but I just absolutely sent it on the second lap for the fastest lap. And yeah, just really good result. Copper and P4 as well, really good result from him. And yeah, just super happy.
Yeah, it puts a 10-point gap between you and Shaw in the championship as well. Aston have absolutely cleared Red Bull at the moment with that P1, P4. Seth, first and foremost, thank you very much for the bits and the gifted subs as well. But I'm pretty sure you are thrilled, surely.
Mate, what a race. Like, it was domination, like, and especially at the end there, you know, Coppercoin managed to get up to P4, like, damage limitation at its finest right there. So, yeah, just an overall, just great result to the team, and we're really extending our lead here now. So I wasn't expecting us to be at the top straight away, but you know we're here. So yeah, no, great drive from the 2 lads, and let's just keep going, keep building.
Yeah, Jonator, France next round here in Tier 2 next Friday. But just give us your thoughts on that track as well. See if you can get some more domination there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of France because you just have to take so much curb, or at least feels like that. And if you don't, you're going to lose a lot of time. So it's really easy to get penalties for track infringements. But I mean, it feels like a decent track. Some parts feel quite clunky though, like the chicane after the main straight. But yeah, it's a decent track for me, and hopefully I can just get another win there and extend my leads. And yeah, we'll just see how it pans out.
Yeah, good to see. I mean, you've had a fantastic week here. Coppercoin P4, you another win and fastest lap 2 just to gain at top of the championship. I'm sure team principals in Tier 1 are going to look to you and just think, wow, what a driver this is going to be next season. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. Seth, you have been a thrill as always. What a guy. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us this week. I'm sure you're both very happy with the results today. And we'll see you next week.
Cheers,
Right.
lads.
Thanks.
Cheers. See you later.
Now we'll bring in the Ferrari that finished P5 Epic Toast.
Now, Epic Toast, P5. I'm sure you're pretty pleased with that. Just give us your thoughts on that race.
It was a good race, very good qualifying. Very good qualifying. Unfortunately, I ruined a good lap. I was 2.5 tenths up faster sector 1. Spun it with Aqua Minerale, sad. But race start was okay, not the greatest race start, but I got into the podium positions. Good racing throughout the race. some incidents I saw, some incidents I was involved in, but yeah, overall it was a very good race. I scored good points.
Yeah, that incident with Shao, there was very hard battling between you two. You could have really been on the podium there, but with a safety car anyway, it probably would have affected you quite so imagine. You was actually in P10 in the championship, but surely it's going to boost you with that P5 performance. I'm pretty sure you're going to be pleased with that anyway. And Ferrari 2 in the championship. But next week we are going to France. Just give us your thoughts on that track.
Well, I think it's fair to say I've done a bit of practicing for that track. Yeah, it should be good. I went there Wednesday with Tier 1 boys, and I scored a point on debut. That was good. Hopefully when I go next time, I get a qualifying similar to this, because that was good. And hopefully as well, I manage to not get a drive-through penalty this time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, good race from you today. P5, good points on the board. You'll be pretty pleased with that, and so will Ferrari team. I'm looking for a teammate not to get points for that DSQ on final lap. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us this
Thank
week,
you.
and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
And we'll bring in Senna, who got disqualified on the final corner of the race.
Now, Senna, you was in a fantastic position at one point, but then with all those penalties, it just all went wrong for you at the final corner. So unlucky. But just give us your thoughts on that race.
Well, it's just one of them races, isn't it? I was doing so well up until that last corner. I mean, I can't really say I was doing well on those penalties, but yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that as an issue for a lot of drivers this season anyway, with track limits. It is on strict, of course. But yeah, really well for you. But your teammate did bring home some quite good points for Ferrari. And
like I've said, well done, Epic. You did really well there. What a race from Epic, I've got to be honest.
yeah, but next week, your second race will be at France. Just give us your thoughts on that track too.
France, France. I've had a couple of good starts at France before, gone from P4 to P1. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with France.
Yeah, good to hear. Hopefully, better luck for you next week, definitely, and hopefully get some points on the board. It was an unlucky debut for you, but hopefully next week it'll be a lot better. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for joining us.
All right, adios.
Adios.
Now we'll bring in Chris W from Mercedes.
Now, Chris W, P8. Just give us your thoughts on that race.
Absolutely. I'm mad. I'm mad as fuck. Like I'm so tired of this. I race, I do good. I got like P4, P5, and then boom, I get spun by someone else. I gave him enough space. I was on the apex, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna touch this guy's tire and just move." And then under the safety car, some guy brake checked me, and boom, right in the back of him, 5-second penalty. I was like, "All right, I'm done. This is done."
Yeah, as you said, you got very unlucky. To be surely some reports that you will definitely be putting in today. Necessarily, still got 4 points on the board with all that unluckiness. And you are currently P7 in the standings, and you might improve from there at the end of today. Hopefully you do. But yeah, hopefully next week in France, your misfortune changes. Just give us your thoughts on France as well.
France is a good map. I did it in tier 1 and I didn't do half bad. So if I can, find a good custom setup and train, I think I can do really good. I'm thinking of a P5 if I don't get spawned by other people. I swear, mark my words, if the next race I get spawned by other people, I'm retiring. I'm tired of getting spawned by other people. I'm doing so good in my own space and I just get hit.
Yeah, another frustrating one. But hopefully, yeah, your misfortune surely will change at one point. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. 4 points today, and maybe more with penalties applied to other people. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll hopefully see you with some more fortune next week.
Hopefully, yeah. Love you guys.
See you later.
Then the final interview is Brodo NL Alpine. Nice result from him. I think it was P3, was it?
Yes. Brodo, P3. What a performance. I'm pretty sure you're very happy with that second stint and the safety car that came out too. But just give us your thoughts on that race. P3.
I was not happy with the safety car because I took my strategy, so I had the better tires at the end of the race. So when the safety car came, I was a little bit afraid and I didn't know what to do. But yeah, I pitted for softs, and that was the best decision I could make. Qualifying went well. I was surprised that I was the only one who started on hard tires at the beginning of the race. And in the first few laps, my internet just gave up. So I was teleported back every time, and that was I really frustrated about. But all with all, a good race, good result. So yeah, I'm happy with the race.
Yeah, good to hear. But yeah, that second stint, it all just came alive for you. It seemed you was getting past. I'm pretty sure it was epic toast at one point. Yeah, you did say you had those internet issues, and it was unfortunate. It just spawned Atom in front of you. Bit of misfortune there, but in the end, P3 a podium, and that'll boost you in the championship. I think up to P4. So I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, great result from you, P3. Next week, can you replicate the same in France? Just give us your thoughts on that track.
I will try my best. Last Wednesday, I ended up P7 by the tier 1s. I know the track very well. It was actually my first track I ever drove in Formula 1. So, yeah, I'm very looking forward to the French Grand Prix. Also, our home Grand Prix for Alpine. So, I hope I can score some nice points there.
Yeah, good to hear. But yeah, very congratulations on your podium today. And thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully, you can replicate more of the same next week. See you then.
Yes, thank you. Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
So there we go then. That is the end of round 3, tier 2. We've already got a few tickets coming in, so we'll have to keep you updated on our socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We'll be posting the race results, the provisional and final standings, and the highlights and full VOD of the race on there. And if you want to watch the full VOD after we end this stream, it will be on the our Twitch profile, and it will all be on there. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Seth, for the bits and the gifted. We appreciate it very, very much, as we always say. And yeah, we'll catch you at round 4 around France.
Yeah, see you later. Ta-ra.